Hey, 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 good morning. It's all sun all the time today. The Schumann is calm, so I'm not even going to bother. So much happening on the sun. This is a condensed footage of what it's been releasing the last 4 days. It doesn't show the most recent flares. So we were in a KP4 a little while ago, and now we're not. It keeps bouncing up and down, but you can see it's consistently staying high, and that's part of the fact of having a very fast solar wind between 550 and 600 versus the normal 300 kilometers per second. So all of that with the repeated rapid fire big ass flares is pushing a lot of energy at us. So here's some of the flares we had overnight. We had an M6 yesterday evening, and that was my, okay, I've had enough of this now, and it gave me a headache, which I still seem to be fighting. And there's been an M flare since I took this screenshot. So in the last 24 hours or so, we've had 5 M flares and a dozen C or more C flares, and lots of radio blackouts. You can see that most recent M flare there on the right. So we're definitely in solar storm mode, and it doesn't seem likely to stop anytime soon. Here's the radio blackout from the most current flare, most recent one. When this happens, it disrupts the ability of emergency communications to work for about an hour on the day side where it strikes. So that's part of what makes it difficult. The other thing that happens is it ionizes the upper atmosphere of Earth, and this seems to make people feel like crap. I call it a solar punch, and it's when that first shock wave of the flare hits us, it seems to make people not feel so great that are sensitive to this. And it's been happening repeatedly for the last 24 hours. Here is a still of that first big flare we had, and you can go to spaceweather.com to go see more of this in detail. There's actually a little video of the flare going on. Some interesting fireside activity, and the sunspot that they think may have caused that is just coming over the limb. So we already have a big player in there giving us direct shots, and we have another one coming. So that's why I say we're likely due for storms for the next week at least, and we're going to have these rolling geomagnetic levels. So if you have a headache like me, or you're tired, or whatever you have going on, just try to take extra good care of yourself and be alert, because this makes people get in more accidents.